Alright, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to another anime live action video for you guys. As today I'm going to keep this one pretty short, but I actually had an interesting kind of idea. As you guys know, I just recently watched the live action Cowboy Bebop show from Netflix, and if you guys watched the video review or any other videos that I made about it, I actually quite enjoyed this show, and I feel like it was unfortunate that it got so much hate because I genuinely think they did a great job adapting the anime into live action. However, you know, the PR for it and just the overall reception from everyone wasn't great. Although there was, you know, a fair amount of people that did like the show, and you know, kudos to them. But I just feel like most people that watched the show, well, most people that hated the show didn't really even watch it, to be honest. And yeah, I think the show got a lot of unnecessary hate, especially because as an adaptation I think it did really well, as opposed to something like Dragon Ball Evolution, where it was very clear that, you know, they just weren't trying with that adaptation. But that kind of goes into what I want to talk about today, which is One Piece, right? So One Piece live action is also coming from Netflix, also coming from Tomorrow Studios, who were responsible for making the Cowboy Bebop live action. So for me, I'm actually excited because I think they did a great job with Cowboy Bebop. So I think they're gonna do a good job with One Piece. Like, I'm actually kind of more hopeful now that this is the same team, or, you know, the same studio that made Cowboy Bebop. So I think, you know, I kind of have more hopes for this One Piece live action. However, I feel like whether it's good or bad, which I kind of now believe it's going to be more good than it is bad, I just am kind of worried that it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter if this is the best One Piece live action show to ever exist, ever. Like, people are still going to hate it because it's live action One Piece. You know what I mean? And I just feel like that was kind of the case with, you know, Cowboy Bebop. And I feel like I genuinely do think that 10 years from now, people are gonna look back and be like, damn, Cowboy Bebop live action actually was really fire, and I just didn't see it because I was blinded by my closed-mindedness of not being able to accept the fact that anime was in live action form. I genuinely think that that's what most people's brains are gonna go through. The question is, will they be able to get over that mental hurdle of being able to accept anime into live action format before One Piece comes out? And I don't think so. I think One Piece is going to come out, and I think it's going to be actually pretty good, but I think it's not going to matter because I think people are just going to hate it regardless, and that's what makes me sad. However, I also started thinking about it, right? And I started thinking about how, you know, the One Piece fandom is, well, the One Piece fandom is something, okay? If you guys know about, you know, a video I made a few videos ago now, but a video about how clearly the One Piece fandom was very unaware of a racial stereotype and left a lot of idiotic comments on my video. You know, the One Piece fandom is very problematic in a lot of ways, and I also haven't really talked too much about it on this channel yet, but I do plan to talk more about it. But One Piece fandom has kind of kept me getting into One Piece a lot of times. One Piece, I think, was one of the hardest animes to get into because of the fandom being so toxic. Back in the day, you know, when the big three was a thing, man, you just, if you didn't think One Piece was the best out of the big three, like, oh my god, you would get shat on so hard, and it was just like, bro, let me just enjoy Bleach and Naruto, like, fuck. But the One Piece fans would not leave you the fuck alone. Like, it was actually super toxic. So One Piece fandom has definitely not had, I've definitely not had great experiences with the One Piece fandom over the years, to say the least. And I think they are kind of toxic. I think they are kind of clueless. I don't know, I don't really have great impressions of the One Piece fandom, to be honest. And that sucks because I know a lot of One Piece fans that are actually pretty cool people, but I think as a fandom, they're kind of toxic. I'm not gonna lie. I think they're kind of like the Eminem fans of anime, where they're just like, oh yeah, we have the most sales, so clearly we're the best, you know, we're the GOAT, like One Piece is the GOAT. You know, they're just blind to like everything else. And the fact that, you know, the anime is kind of dragged out. But anyway, I'm not gonna get too much into that. I'm just gonna say the One Piece fans are quite something. However, it's like, where are you going with this, Mondy? But however, right, even though the One Piece fans are very toxic and I have not had great experiences with them, I also think that this might be what we need right now. I think the One Piece fandom, like, I've seen a lot of support for the One Piece live action, surprisingly, and I think that's all because of the One Piece fandom. I think the One Piece fandom stands One Piece so hard to the point where they will love One Piece no matter what, even if it is in live action. That's one of the few things that I have seen and I've noticed that is different from other anime live actions. Usually when an anime gets announced to have a live action adaptation in the works, people trash on it and say it's gonna be ass. But One Piece has kind of been that exception. I've seen a lot of support and a lot of attention paid to by the One Piece fandom, like for this live action, and a lot of support shown, and it's crazy. And like, I think that this is kind of what we need right now. This is what anime live action needs right now. We need the One Piece fandom. We need the One Piece stans to stand so hard that they are actually willing to accept One Piece being in live action. And I think that that might be what makes this anime live action the turning point for anime live action in general. To be honest, I think the One Piece fans, you know, being what they are, standing the show so hard, might actually unironically be less closed-minded than those people that are still not willing to accept the fact that anime can be translated into a different form of art. And yeah, they might actually give the show a fair shot and actually like it, even though, you know, maybe they're blind in a lot of other areas. They're at the very least keeping an open mind of it being in a different form of art, which is more than I can say for most people. So, you know, that might actually let them be able to watch the show, you know, with an open mind and give it a fair shot. And if it's actually good, which I think it will be, you know, yeah, spread a lot of positivity for this One Piece live action show. And I think that, you know, that's kind of what live action anime needs right now. And I think that, you know, like I said, if this does well, if the fans are happy, then yeah, this might be the turning point for anime live action, and then people will not be as sad or as angry when a new anime gets a live action adaptation from Hollywood. And yeah, I think this might actually be the turning point. So that was just kind of an interesting thought that came across my mind. But let me know what you guys think about this idea in the comments below. Leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, that helps me out a ton. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see y'all in the next video.